So we looked at what is actually tense. So if we want to do the testing now, we'll use the handheld dynamometer. Thank you very much. So in this position, we could test the hip flexor either like this, or we could do it with you sitting up. As you're in this position, we'll do it like that. So I'll get you to shuffle up the table a little bit more. The great thing with this is you can try it in lots of different positions. So bend that knee up, and then actually we'll put that one down. Get that out of the way. And then I put this on here, and we can do a couple of test ones. So I get you to push against me, and we'd hold for 5, 10 seconds, whatever you want to try. And then we do it 3 times, take the best of 3.
So when you're doing this, you are presumably pushing to the extent that he can hold that position, so as hard as you can.
Yes, exactly.
Which answers a question from Fiona, who says, what if your own hand strength has been affected by something? Well, actually, what matters is whether this is moving, not whether your hand is strong.
Yeah, you could always wear a splint. You can actually, I haven't got it here, but you can actually fasten this on. You can lessen the stress on your own body. And as you're in this position, we can also test the quadriceps. So I'd put it on here, and I get you to push your knee up towards the ceiling. Okay, so we could do that.
Yeah, it's going to matter where you put that, because the leverage will be different at the
well, you
ankle.
could try different. You could also try different ranges. So you could try, shortened range here. You could try a mid-range, and you could try it up there if you wanted to get really into sort of trying different ranges. Okay, and then if we get you lying onto your tummy, I'll get you actually almost falling off. We're going to try and do the glute one. If you come down the end here for me, Jack, right down the end, that's it. Good. So we're going to do the glute maximus. So we're going to basically, I'm going to get you to push your foot up towards the ceiling. So I put this on here, and again, I get you to push. So we're testing glute maximus, okay? And hold, and then we'd repeat for the other side.
When you use this, obviously it's firing stuff to your mobile phone. Does that mean every time you do one of these tests, you've got to write down what your phone says, or does it store them in order?
Stores it. Yeah, it stores it.
You just have to remember what order you did them in.
Yeah, well, you can put it, I haven't got into that part of it, but you can actually have a chronological order as well. So, and as you're in this position, we could do the hamstring. So we push against me, we could try that. And we could try that again in different positions if you want to try mid-range, end range, full range. Okay, and then if you come and lie on your left side.
And presumably what you're really looking for there is a difference between the legs rather than a nominal value for muscle strength. Yeah,
you're looking at how one side compares with the other, essentially. So in this position, I'm going to do a testing of glute medius. Now, you've got anterior and posterior fibers, so we're going to keep that bottom knee bent up like that, and then I'm going to get you to hold the leg like so, and we're doing an anterior, so I'm going to get you to lift your leg up towards the ceiling. And again, I would hold. The problem with, and that's it, good, and then relax. The problem with, quite often with glute medius is that it being a muscle that often works eccentrically, sometimes you won't pick up things unless it's fatigued. So this is what I was saying earlier about putting people on a treadmill after they've been for a run and then videoing them. We didn't look at that on there, did we?
No, we didn't. Yeah. We might still have time, but we are getting close now, isn't it?
Okay, and then we do the posterior. So we bring the leg back to here, and we'd get the leg out there, and I would test it in a different position. So we again pushing, holding, and then you can play around with that and try it in different positions. Okay, if you want to come along to your back for me, if you want to specifically test the iliotibial, the tensor fascia lata, then you need to, if I'm testing this side, is that side easier for the camera? That probably is, isn't it?
Yes.
So I bring the leg up to about 60 degrees of flexion, then I abduct 25 degrees and turn the foot in. And then I get you to try and push against me out that way. It's quite a difficult one. So now I'm sort of targeting the tensor fascia lata by moving the limb. And you can, in this position, you could also, in this position, test the hip flexor by, again, going at 60 degrees, but keeping it neutral with external rotation. And then I get you to push against me.
Neutral meaning in the midline.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. And then again, I get you to push against me. Okay, you can try it in different positions, whatever feels comfortable for the patient. So that's isolating iliopsoas, but I prefer to do that with either them sitting on the table, on the edge of the table, pushing against them, or as we did just now, pushing in that direction.